Hey guys, Pat Stitt here, and I am Grounds4Life. Man, I'm super excited today because what I've really been wanting to do for about the last year is take my commercial spraying to the next level. I'm a North Carolina licensed pesticide applicator, so I spray for all different kinds of stuff all throughout the year. In order to take my commercial pesticides spraying to the next level, what had to happen is step one, I had to land some bigger contracts, some bigger jobs. Step two, I had to set up the ability to be able to spray more because usually I'm just spraying with a 4-gallon backpack sprayer. So thankfully, what happened was I was looking around trying to figure out exactly what we were going to do. We could maybe set up a tractor to spray bigger, several different options. But what we decided to do is, as you can see behind me, we got our 2019 King Quad 4-wheeler. And the hard part was trying to find this here ATV sprayer. It's a 15-gallon power sprayer with a motorized electric pump on the top of it that we're going to mount on the back of this thing, get all set up, and see if it works. Now, I got this thing used. I got it on a deal. So what we're going to have to do is basically mount it, test the tank for leaks, test the electrical leads to the battery, test the pump to make sure it's working, test the water hose and the connections on the water hoses for dry rot, and then go from there. If anything's messed up, we'll have to go get parts to replace it, but hopefully by the time it's all said and done, we'll have this 15-gallon tank mounted on this 4-wheeler, and we'll be ready to go to start spraying. So let's get started. All right guys, we got everything hooked up. Let's start the 4-wheeler and turn on the pump and see if this thing will spray water. I already know that we're going to definitely need a wand because I was only able to rig up just basically a little end here for to be able to test. So let's start this thing up and see what happens. All right, definitely need a new wand. This right here is not going to work. we're going to get us a nice new heavy duty wand to go on the end of this. Thankfully, the battery leads are okay. The pump, thankfully, is okay. We don't have to replace it. It's working. It's strapped down well. What I see here is, if you want to come in here a little bit closer, you can see where the top of this thing right here is dry rotted just for this connector hose. So I'm going to take that off and replace that dry rot connector hose. But other than that, there was no leaks in the line, no leaks in the hose. We're going to replace this line. We're going to get a new end for the gun. And then that should do it. That should be it. So let's get all that done. We'll test it again. All right, guys, we went to the store. We got our all metal heavy duty wand. It's got the brass adjustable tip. We replaced our dry rotted hose end, so everything else should be good to go. Let's fire the bike up, we'll fire the pump up, and give it another test. Oh yeah, that's much more like it. Nice clean spray, totally controllable to where when I stop it, it completely stops, not too many drips. All right, man, this thing is good to go and ready to do some big time spraying. Now, I've got a big day tomorrow, a lot of jobs lined up. I'm picking up Bill in the morning so we can get a lot of stuff knocked out. But what I'm planning to do is get this thing loaded up so we can take it over to where I've already got a job lined up at it's a mini storage place that's got a gravel lot that stores like RVs and boats and cars, and we need to get that gravel lot sprayed down. So we're going to get this thing loaded up and then we're going to pick it up tomorrow. All right, guys, we've made it to our first commercial spray job, and what has to happen first is we've got to weed whack all this lot down. It's pretty much a gravel lot where a building used to be. They tore it down. Now we're going to clean up the weeds. If you can see back there, Bill is running the weed whacker, and we've got the four-wheeler on the trailer ready to go. Once we're done weed whacking this, then we're going to go ahead and spray it. We're still going to go ahead and spray over at the storage place I was talking about. Now that we're set up, I started calling around and asking, man, it's already paying off. There's already people who got big jobs that they want to give us to do spraying, so we're going to hit several of those today. So let's get busy. All right, guys, if you can see behind me, we got it all weed whacked down. It was some work, but it's done. Now, the fun part, we're gonna pull the four-wheeler off and start to get spraying this thing. All right, guys, it's all sprayed down. Thing is working, the four-wheeler with the 15-gallon tank on it is working great. We're gonna move on to the next job. We made it. If you remember, the big ditch from the road, culvert pipe, all the way down there to the big pipe. We hit that a few weeks ago and it's done. Now we're gonna go through, take our setup on the four-wheeler. Bill's gonna drive while I walk the hill and spray, so let's get to it. All right, guys, between the lot we just cleared with the weed whackers and about half the ditch over here, we've used one tank. We went across the street where we have our water source. We filled up another 15 gallons. I just want to show you what we're using here. This is called Buccaneer Plus. All it is 41% glyphosate. Same thing Roundup is. This is all we're using. We got 15 gallons. We're using 4 ounces of Buccaneer Plus per gallon. So we're gonna put 60 ounces into this thing and get back to spraying. All right, guys, I don't know, you might have noticed, you probably did, but I was really struggling over at the end of the ditch, and then when we did the high side of the ditch right there, because when we went to refill our water cooler, went to refill our tank sprayer, we lost the pin that goes through here and the trigger that reaches down on this. We figured we were going to be done for the day, but me and Bill tried to MacGyver something, and we actually rigged a way to put a cotter pin through there. Take this little baby wrench here, stick it through there, bam, we're back in action. It's not the best, but it'll get us finished for today until we can get us a new trigger. And as you see, there we go. And we've got us a new trigger. All right, guys, we made it to the storage lot. We got campers and boats and stuff back here. We're going to spray each side of this, and then we'll be done for the day. So let's get to it. All right, guys, we are all done, and man, I am worn out. It has been a long day. We started yesterday by mounting the tank onto the four-wheeler. We picked it up this morning by hitting that big lot. We weed whacked it down and we sprayed it. We went over to the big ditch and we sprayed it. And then I've finished up over at the gravel lot at the mini storage place. So we are done and we are about to head home. Guys, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. When you guys leave a comment, that's the way for you to get to know me better and for me to get to know you better. So leave a comment. But guys, I want to say special thanks to Billy Jackowski for helping me out today. I'm going to leave a link in the description to like the water tank, to the stuff we used today, to the chemicals we used today, so you can know exactly what we're doing. If you have any questions about our mix rates or the chemicals that we're using, just send me an email and I'll be more than happy to answer that for you guys. So till next time, I'm Stitt and I'm Grounds4Life.